Deadline and Finding Nation, all that bull crap. We'll skip all that this time. This is going on. This is today's niche. It's mostly just completely directly copycatting this guy. So yeah, with all that being said, Christmas. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Bet you started smiling as soon as I said it, huh? Stop it. Stop it now, you greedy little gerbil, okay? Stop it now! Historically, there are two sides to this argument. There's my side, which states that Christmas should not be celebrated on this side of Thanksgiving. This side is also known as the correct side, okay? Then there's the opposing side, filled with all the filthy casuals who can't get enough of Christmas day in, day out, have no self-control, they do not properly enjoy it inside of its set time, and they do this for the following reasons, and this is a direct quote. Big fat man, cookies, presents, tree, presents, big joy, happy, happy, happy. We see the dawn of this argument all the way back in time at the first Christmas, where there were the three wise men and the very much lesser known one wiser man. Basically, the three wise men were like, hey look, there's a star in the sky. That means Christmas is happening. Let's go to the star and do the Christmas, okay? And then there was the one guy who was like, I don't know what magic star clock you're using, but that star is like 2 years away, bro. I mean, unspecified general Middle Eastern holiday hasn't even rolled around yet, and you're talking about Christmas 2 years early? And this little debacle has echoed across the ages, which brings us to now, where common sense is still yet to win, being a prime example of human stupidity. Now you may think from what you've seen so far that I'm just a big ol' humbug, but you couldn't be more wrong. I love Christmas just as much as the next guy, when the time is right. That's the key. There's a time and place for everything. And the time for Christmas is not in the middle of October, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Because today I'm going to be ending the debate once and for all, giving a fair voice to both sides, and I will be starting with the Santa Glazers, because in a debate it's usually more advantageous to go second. Completely fair and unbiased, like I said. Now, credit where credit is due, Christmas is pretty great. The whole thing is supposed to be a celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ, and yeah, the world might be a slightly different place if that never happened, but that merely scratches the surface of everything that is entailed when you hear the word Christmas. It might be the true meaning of Christmas, but there's a crap ton of stuff that comes with it. The music, for example. Christmas music slaps. Mariah Carey is queen. Michael Bublé, yes. Oh baby. Oh mama. Christmas was insane enough to go and make itself its own genre of music. And this genre has given us some of the best songs to ever exist. You know how I know they're some of the best? Because we listen to them every single year. For instance, Oh Holy Night is from 1847. There have been almost 200 years of this song. And yet come December, you will find Celine Dion belting this song with her heart and soul directly into my ears, causing my heart and soul to cry tears of joy. Next we have the food, which, come on, it's good. Christmas food is really good. Like, Christmas dinner is basically just copy-pasted Thanksgiving dinner, but Christmas food is so much more than that. Mostly, it's all the stuff that gives you diabetes. I mean, we have hot chocolate, Christmas cookies, the candy. Oh my gosh, the candy. Hot take, but Christmas candy is miles away of Halloween candy. You know why? Because Halloween candy is just plain old year-round candy, except it's pumpkin-shaped or some bullcrap. Christmas candy gives us the mint Hershey's Kisses. Oh baby, we get the cherry candy canes. And candy cane's great for a number of reasons. Mostly because it's the only candy that you can suck it until it's pointy and then it becomes stabbable. So yeah, that's always fun. And also, shameless plug here, I work at Chick-fil-A, and the peppermint shake, it's here baby. And it's so yummy and refreshing that it tastes like a bar of soap if a bar of soap didn't taste like a bar of soap. And you can bask in its sweet, sweet goodness for the next precious few months. Then there's the Christmas movies. And again, Christmas is so powerful that it's manifested not only its own genre of music, but of movies. Some of the all-time classics are Christmas movies, like Holiday Inn, which is, I guess, all holidays. So, I mean, Christmas E movie. We also have White Christmas. Mostly good Christmas movies are just the ones with Bing Crosby. Also, fun fact for you, White Christmas was actually written for Holiday Inn, not White Christmas. I guess people just liked it from Holiday Inn so much that they made its own movie, which is better than Holiday Inn. Then we have all the modern classics. And when I say modern, I mean basically everything before the mid-2000s, because apparently we don't know how to make a good Christmas movie anymore. From here we get cinematic juggernauts like A Muppet Christmas Carol, the weird freaky motion capture Robert Zemeckis ones where everyone has no emotion. Also, it took me until I was like 8 years old to realize Polar Express was animated. Before I was like, are those real people? They look They look weird. Are those real people? I was pretty stupid, but like, we also have Home Alone 1 and 2, and the rest of them don't exist, and they can go die and burn in demonetization land.
So my friends keep telling me that the one with the British kid on Disney Plus is like actually not that bad. So, whoops. I guess the moral of the story is don't hate on something that you haven't seen unless you know that everyone else already agrees with you. But at this point, I'm in too deep, so I'm just gonna keep hating.
Then we have Elf. Freaking Elf? Whoa, baby! Will Ferrell in his prime! Name me one good Thanksgiving movie. Mall Cop? Doesn't count. That's a Black Friday movie. Freebirds? I mean, I'll give that one to you, but that movie is clinically insane. What else do we have? The Thanksgiving Charlie Brown specials? Those don't count. They're not movies. They're specials. And they're really good, and I love them. But again, they don't count. Then we have Christmas decorations, which, let's be honest, they speak for themselves, but I'm gonna speak about them anyways. Christmas decorations are weird, and I love them so much. I mean, the main one we have is the tree, which comes from, I don't know, I didn't research this, but I think it comes from like some Viking thing. I don't know. And what do we do to that tree? We slap on some lights, okay? Some sparkly balls, some random little trinkets with string or wire attached to them, beads and garlands and tinsel if you're tacky, paper garlands if you're poor. We have the outside decorations, which is just more lights. We also have the blow-ups of various Christmassy things like snowmen and Santa and penguins because winter or something. There are also the projection light show things that just like shine snowflake-shaped lights on your house. And those are really tacky. I don't like those. Like, put a little effort in. On the inside of the house, we have all of that, but like miniaturized. Christmassy pillows, Christmassy blankets, weird picture frames. So yeah, in every area that can be measured in a holiday, Christmas is just unmatched across the board. But is it enough to warrant sneaking around a whole other holiday to enjoy it just that much longer? Now, like I said, Christmas is great, but it has its time and place. Engaging in all the Christmassy traditions and media in the middle of November is just a spit in the face to the holiday that is Thanksgiving. And you wouldn't do it with any other holiday. Take Independence Day, for example. I live in the good old US of A, okay? I am American. I love my country. But guess what? You're not gonna find me in the bed of an unmuffled Let's Go Biden bumper stickered F-150, zooming through my neighborhood going 80, waving the flag in one hand and shooting fireworks from my AK-47 in the other, while screaming at the top of my lungs, what the heck is a kilometer, on a random Tuesday in the middle of freaking January. It's unnatural, it's unsavory, and it's just in poor taste. I will be waiting to engage in all those activities until July the 4th, when I can enjoy it with all my fellow Americans while stuffing Big Macs down my throat and insulting the British, like the good little boy I am. Now that I've made my point, let me defend it. Let's go argument by argument. Christmas is about the birth of Jesus. And one could say to me, well, you can celebrate the birth of Jesus all year long, can't you? And I say to you, get off your high horse with that bullcrap. You know good and well that you are not subjecting me to Mariah Carey's sweet heavenly voice in the middle of November before it's her time because you are celebrating the birth of Jesus. You can celebrate that every day all year long, as you should, but that does not mean I should be forced to see Elf playing in my own living room in the middle of freaking November before I've properly prepared myself to enjoy it in its time. What about the music? Like I said, Christmas music is very good, so good that you've listened to it every year. But, like I said just a few moments ago, I work at Chick-fil-A, which means I'm listening to this 6 times an hour every single day I work for the next 2 months, when I should only be subjected to that for 1 month. Let me put this in perspective for you. I only have one go-to playlist, and it is 16 hours long, and I listen to that bad boy all the way through without skipping a single song, because I know if I listen to one too many times, I'm gonna get bored of it and it's gonna ruin the song for me. And with as many good Christmas songs as there are, the genre is very oversaturated, and my taste is quite particular, so there's no way I'm getting more than 3 hours out of a playlist, and for songs I hear a million times every single year, that ain't gonna cut it for 2 months. As for the food, I'm a bit more lenient on this one. I'm not gonna stop you from drinking hot chocolate in November if you want to. I'm not a psychopath. And like I said, Christmas dinner is basically just a copy-paste of Thanksgiving dinner, but that doesn't matter because Thanksgiving dinner is better than Christmas anyways, okay? It's because of the feels, alright? The vibes are there. Christmas is so stuffed till its stuffy's been stuffed enough stuff that no one really cares about Christmas dinner. Oh yeah, it's good food, but Thanksgiving dinner is the food. Why? Because that's literally all Thanksgiving has going for it. It's the football, the parade, which no one really watches because it's gotten kind of insane to be honest, and the food. That's what Thanksgiving's about. And its vibes are just better than Christmas food. And then there's the movies, which are on the same boat as the music. Way too oversaturated. Most of them are really dumb. And with the amount of free time I have, if I started watching all the good ones in November, I'd be done by like the 15th. And for the decorations, like, Thanksgiving doesn't really have any decorations. I mean, you might just turn around your carved pumpkin from Halloween and make it just a regular pumpkin. That's a Thanksgiving decoration, I guess. Cornucopias, that's a thing. But it's less about how good Thanksgiving decorations are and more about the time and place of Christmas decorations. Now, I don't know why, but Christmas decorations just immediately give winter vibes. Even though Christmas is supposed to be like a month-long thing, it's called Advent. You can track it with like the calendars. You can pull out the chocolate and eat one for each day that passes. Even though you probably ate all of them by like day 3, you dirty pig. And with all that, like only 4 days of the actual Christmas season coincide with winter. Yet Christmas is still just full-blown winter. So if you put your 10-foot inflatable Santa in your yard in the middle of November, you'll be ruining the vibes of fall entirely. And honestly, even though it doesn't have decorations or whatever, I like the overall feeling and look of being in fall, maybe even more than Christmas. Christmas decorations are like the equivalent of the extreme ADHD scrolling with the Minecraft parkour or the Subway Surfers gameplay on the bottom of the screen. But fall is like a nice, long, relaxing movie. One that you can really sink your teeth into. The kind of movie that just demands your attention and you can savor every second of it. I know it's tempting to get your phone out and start scrolling, but you're not going to properly enjoy that movie now, are you? In conclusion, Christmas is great. I'm willing to say the greatest holiday. I mean, it might not be everyone's favorite holiday, but in the same way, Nacho Libre is my favorite movie, but I can't honestly say that it's better than The Dark Knight. Yet here's the key takeaway. You can't watch The Dark Knight every single day because you'll ruin it for yourself. And if you watch it full blast in the middle of the living room, you're gonna ruin it for everyone else too. And even if you are able to start celebrating Christmas 3 months in advance and still have that same level of magic by the time the 25th rolls around, guess what? Not everyone is built like that. So I ask you, is it worse for someone to enjoy Christmas for a slightly smaller amount of time, or for someone to be so Christmased out by everyone else that by the time it actually arrives, they won't enjoy it at all anymore? They'll be so overstimulated that it'll be numb to them. The high is gone. I'll just let you think about that, ponder it for a moment and decide for yourself. It's the second one. It's most obviously the second one, okay? If you say the first one, then you're a big fat greedy cow, and I will smack you, okay? I will backhand you clean across the face if you start subjecting me to Christmas before it's time, okay?